Hi guys, welcome back to the Robin's Nest. I'm Dee Dee,
I'm Pat.
and this is the first in our very first series. This series is about getting to know us, our story, and why we are rebuilding our Montana life. So, I guess I'll start. Back in 2010, I was a twice divorced single mother of three girls, and they were 15. Oh my god, my math sucks. 7 and 5. So 15, 7, and 5. And I had tried stepping back into the dating scene and decided fairly quickly that I wasn't going to worry about any of that until my kids were grown and gone, if then. I was happy, and I just bought my third house in Helena, Montana. It was my second house in Helena, but my third house ever. And I had to subscribe to all these dating sites, and I decided I'm done. So I thought I had unsubscribed from every single one of them, closed every account, but luckily I hadn't. So, 2010.
I was released from a correctional facility in Warm Springs, Montana, and I was considering myself, a two-bit loser. I didn't have much of a future, so my plan was to just have a reckless weekend of partying and then go to my parole officer's office on Monday and tell him to violate me and let me be in prison for 5 more years until my time was done. In the interim, I decided, well, I was at college once before. I said, let me go to the college and see what's going on up there. And I sat down, I checked out my email, and I ran across this website that said, find your date here. And it was called OkCupid.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yeah, right. Is it free to start? I said, free to start. I said, we start this thing. I said, you get into it free and you can look. I said, but then you got to pay to talk. I said, I know all about these things. And it was 100% free.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw her profile and sent her a little wink.
And then he sent me a message. And I happened to be sitting at my computer playing on MySpace. I believe it was Vampire Wars. And this little wink pops up, and I went, oh gosh, I thought I just unsubscribed and closed all these things. What the hell, I'll give it a look. Then I get the message. So I went to his profile, read about him, and thought, okay. So, little chat turned into hours and hours of messaging till the library closed at the college. The very next day, I gave him my phone number. He texted me and said, let me know when your lunch break is. So I did, and he called. I got to hear his voice. We've been together ever since. That day was October 10th, 2010. So 10-10-10 is our very, very special day. So this year, 2020, October 10th was our 10-year anniversary together. However, in November of 2010, he moved in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to meet his kids.
Yeah.
Now, the first time we met him, it was good.
Yeah.
We were only with him for about 2 hours. Took him to McDonald's. It was all great. You know, little Dollar Tree trip, I think. It was fun. They were very well behaved. I loved them. They were 6 and 8. Boy and girl. So I thought, this is cool. We'll get to visit with them, and, you know, Dad will get some more time with them. Because Mom was... Mom.
Yeah.
She was kind of done with him. And I kind of get it where she's coming from, but at the same point, to not let you see or even talk to your kids, I can't grasp.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, he made mistakes. He's been paying for them. And so have the kids. But when you have the opportunity to spend time with your children and show them that you understand that it's been hard, and it's been hard for you too, I think that's only right. I do not believe in cutting any parent off from their children unless it's for their children's safety. So, we got to have his kids for Christmas break. And I said, oh, it'll be fine. It'll be great. The kids are going to get along awesome. How many kids did that put in the house?
That put 5 hyperactive kids.
Yes.
4 hyperactive kids.
And
One
a teenager.
That hid every day, hid in her room all the time.
Yes, she did. Let's see. They were only supposed to be there for Christmas visit. And then, in the middle of the visit, we got a phone call.
And that phone call was his mom was having a nervous breakdown and wanted to give me custody of the kids.
So, instead of a family of 5, we became a family of 7 overnight. And actually, I need to back up a little bit because day 2 of Christmas visit,
I was walking around looking, kids are racing all around the house and things are flying and they're screaming and yelling and laughing, and I'm like, where is Dee Dee? And they all pointed towards the front door, so I was walking out to the front door and she's standing out there on the porch and she is just I tried to warn you. I just didn't understand. I didn't get it.
He told me they're really hyperactive. Yeah, they've got ADHD, and I said, well, Vanessa has attention deficit hyperverbal is what she was. She was ADHD, but it was hyperverbal instead of hyperactive. So she was non-stop talking.
We nicknamed her 24/7. A 7-Eleven.
You called her 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
But the kids did get along great. I mean, Ashley continued to hide in her room. Yeah, she's a teenager. She couldn't deal real well with all the kids running around either. But he proposed to me Christmas of 2010. And he had wedding rings already on layaway. Okie dokie, Gizmo. I had never had brand new wedding set. I'd been married twice. Both wedding rings had been purchased at the pawn shop in Reading. Same pawn shop. So, getting brand new wedding set was really, really, it touched me that he put on layaway. And he was working at the time shoveling snow. He wasn't making very much money, but he was very proud that he was able to buy our wedding rings.
Well, you gotta do what you have to do. Especially for the one that you love.
Mm-hmm. I love you. So, I got antsy. I'm pick a date, pick a date, pick a date, pick a date. And he said he wanted a date in March, but he didn't tell me why. So, of course, I proposed back to him with a ring from a pawn shop. It's the only place I could find one big enough that I could have right now. And I asked him to marry me on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
So, Valentine's Day 2011, we got married at the Bozeman Courthouse. We had all 5 kids there, his sister and brother-in-law, and my mom and second dad. That was it. And we'll pick up from here on the next video.
Yeah.
That work?
Yes, it works.
Alright, enjoy getting to know us. This is the first in a series. I'm not sure how many there's gonna be, but they will go up every Tuesday.
And we'll get better at doing the videos. This is our first one, so.
We'll get there. And
Yes.
hopefully Fireball won't keep trying to steal the show.
Right.
Alright. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you
ya.
next week.